What's up guys, I'm Koda Kammer, and it's been a little bit since I last posted on YouTube, so I thought I would come on here and make a super important video, which is how to gain muscle for hard gainers. So basically, if you're a hard gainer, you have a really hard time putting on muscle and just gaining weight in general, so it makes getting your dream physique really hard. And I'm definitely a hard gainer myself. I've always struggled to put on weight and add muscle to my frame until I went balls deep and really bulked this year. So I'm gonna just go over some of the tips that I've learned from people, and also that things that have worked for me from my own experience, and talk about them today. Probably going to throw over some B-roll or footage from today's workout just so I don't bore you guys to death, because I have kind of a lot of information coming at you. But it's all really important, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video and take notes. So before I get too deep into it, I separated my tips into kind of like two different aspects. One is training and one is eating. So it's two different sides to it on how to add muscle and just gain weight as a hard gainer. So I'm gonna start off with the training side of it. All right, so to start training off, you have to have really high intensity during your workouts, because if you're not training with intensity, your muscles have no stimulus or reason to grow in the first place. And alongside that, you need to be implementing progressive overload. So progressively, getting stronger, adding weight throughout your workouts or throughout the weeks, making your rest time shorter, or adding sets, stuff like that. And something that you definitely need to be doing that goes right into progressive overload is double progression, which is basically increasing your reps week after week until you hit the top end of the rep scheme for every set, and then you can add weights. So let's say you throw a plate on your bench, so you're benching 135 and you're trying to hit 6 to 8 reps. Say the first week you hit 135 for 6 reps, 3 sets, and then say maybe the next week when you're benching you hit 135 for 7 reps for 3 sets, and then the next week you hit the top end of that rep scheme of 8 3 times with 135, and then the following workout or week or whatever, whenever you hit your bench next, you can go up from there with weight. So you can maybe start benching 140, 145, or whatever you see fit. And that's really going to give your muscle a reason to grow and a stimulus, and by doing so you're gonna get way bigger. All right, so now for the food portion of it, it's just kind of obvious, but you literally just have to eat more. And I know everyone just says that, and I know it can be really hard, especially if you're a hard gainer. Like, I know for myself, I have a really little appetite, and I really just don't enjoy food as much as someone else might. But you really just have to stay disciplined, and I will list off some tips that help me eat more during my bulk, and that leads into my next factor of being in a surplus. So you have to find your maintenance calories, and you can do that online, or just eating what you think your maintenance might be for a few days and seeing if your weight fluctuates or if it stays the same. And if it stays the same for 3 to 5 days, then that would be your maintenance, and add anywhere from 200 to 500 calories above that to begin in a surplus. And then going back to eating more, something that helped me a lot was eating more frequently throughout the day. So instead of just eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a snack or two, I separated my meals into 5 to 6 different meals throughout the day. So I would eat one earlier in the morning, and then before lunch, and then I would eat lunch, and then I'll do a pre-workout meal, maybe a little post-workout snack, dinner, maybe a meal after that at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. or something like that. And that really helped me get my daily calories in and made it a lot easier. And then another thing that, especially you hard gainers can get away with is eating foods you actually like. And that's not to say you can just, shove down Cheetos or Oreos because you like them, but but just for an example, I really enjoy spiced chicken and rice-a-roni. So I would eat that a lot, and that really helped me, get the food down, because I really like those two foods. So as long as they're, they don't have to be completely healthy, but even if they're a little bit on the less healthier side, just try to find foods that you really enjoy, and that will make it much easier to eat in a surplus. And then another tip to eat more is to use water to get the rest of your meals down. So eat as much as you can, and if you really are just stuffing yourself and can't eat anymore, so take a bite of whatever you're eating, let's say chicken, chew it a few times, and then use water to get it down, and that really helps get your food down. I wouldn't do that every single time, but it's definitely a helpful tool. And then another thing are high calorie smoothies, and I don't mean mass gainers, which that you get from GNC, but I mean smoothies that you can put like protein powder, nut butters, fruits, maybe veggies if you want to, and you can make them very high calorie, and they're super easy to get down. Those drinkable calories are definitely your friend. And then alongside that is eating calorie dense food, so like nuts, for example, or avocado or something like that, is definitely really helpful. And then consuming a lot of protein, I would recommend like, anywhere from 0.8 to 1.5 to even 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And my last thing is incorporating more fats into your diet. And I know fat might not like sound good because you think like, oh, fat, you're gonna get fat, but no, really fats are a really important macronutrient. And 1 gram of fats is 9 calories, whereas 1 gram of protein or carbs is only 4 calories. So like 1 little tablespoon of oil or nuts or something like that is going to be a lot more calories than 1 gram of banana or something like that. So definitely fats are definitely your friends, and that kind of goes into the eating calorie dense foods. Alright, so that pretty much sums it up for all of my tips that I've either learned or experienced, and I honestly used all of these to help me bulk and really put on a lot of size and hopefully muscle during the last few months. So I really hope that these tips helped you guys out, and let me know in the comments which one was your favorite or which one you're definitely going to incorporate or try. And you just need to stay consistent. And I know for you hard gainers out there or people with fast metabolisms, it can be really defeating to see someone maybe gain muscle really easily or be able to eat a lot of food, or just even someone with better genetics than you. But definitely don't use that as an excuse, and just buckle down and really stick to the diet, stick to the training program, and stay focused and committed to what you're trying to do. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is that I'm actually dropping a 4-week hypertrophy bulking program on my Instagram on Wednesday. So I would definitely recommend that you check that out, use it, and while you're there, follow me on the Instagram. I'd really appreciate it because this program is going to be free. So yeah, if you're a hard gainer or someone with a fast metabolism and you want to put on muscle and increase your muscle size, I would definitely recommend trying out this program and pairing it with all the tips that I talked about in this video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. That's gonna be it for this video, and I'm definitely gonna be posting more on YouTube. I'm really sorry that my last video I think was a month ago, but I'm definitely going to try to be more active, and especially this summer I'm going to be pumping out content. So please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm chasing 1,000. Goal is 2,000 this year. Really hope I can hit it, but I can only do that with your guys' help. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you later.